Hey everybody, my name is Dave, DJ Podcast. Boy, I brought you in on the train tonight. Man, I've been trying to record this episode for a while. It's been hard for me to record because I keep doing it wrong, and I know I've been doing it wrong, but tonight I'm going to get it right. You see, tonight I think I really did it. I did it the right way. And I just want to share with you a little bit of my story. Dave from Downers Grove, Illinois. I moved here to Colorado a couple of years ago, and 2 years. I've been 2 years been here. Went through a divorce, but you know what? That's part of this entire spirituality thing that I've been doing. It's just been feeling good. This passion that I've been having for life lately. It's always taking the moment, and it's living life. It's living life positive. That's part of it. It's doing whatever excites you the most in that moment. That's the secret to life. If you want to know the secret to life, it's literally just living life and living the moment to your highest excitement in that moment. And tonight I did that. I started tonight after work. I came home after work and I said, you know what? I can't just sit at home tonight. I have to do what feels right. You know what I mean? And I had these choices. My choices tonight was stay at home, go to the pool hall that I've been going to for a while, a real comfortable feel. Go to a different place that wasn't so comfortable of a feel, but every time I go there, I just kind of feel all right. Or since it was Wednesday night, I knew it was karaoke night, and I love doing karaoke. It's one of those things I like doing. I love doing it, and I love going there just singing up on stage. I like being up on stage. I don't want to be famous for being up on stage, but I like being up on stage. And see, that was the highest excitement that I could find in the moment. It was the frequency that I was looking for. Just something fun, just a fun night. You know, just doing what I like doing. And I didn't, you know what? Another key to this whole thing is going into a moment without any expectations, and that is hard to do. I went there tonight without any expectations, meaning I went there thinking to myself, I could not go into the night thinking to myself, how is this night going to go? But just kind of let the night wind down and experience the night. That's what it was about. Hold on one second, I'll be right back. So I went to this bar, not expecting anything, you know. See, that's part of finding your highest passion. Don't go into things expecting things. You know why? You know, that's part of the best advice I can give you. When you go into things expecting something, when that thing doesn't happen, you get disappointed. Right? That's one of the worst feelings in the world, is going into something expecting something and then not having that thing happen. See, if you don't go into something expecting anything, I guarantee you that you're going to have a better time, because as soon as you start expecting something, that's when the shit hits the fan. That's when negative stuff happens, and is when you start expecting something. So I went to the bar and I immediately saw this guy. See, being a big Bears fan, Chicago Bears fan. See, I do this other podcast where I talk about NFL. And it's heavily leaned on the Chicago Bears, because it's my team. You know, it's my good thing. I've been wearing this jacket. I've been wearing the same Chicago Bears jacket for 20 years now, since 2005. It was a gift I bought myself for my 18th birthday, and it's a jacket that is perfect for the Bears weather. If you're a Bears fan, you know what I'm talking about. It's that cold Chicago weather, and it's always every winter. Chicago is a cold weather state, especially during the winter months. It's a cold weather state, and I've been wearing this jacket for 20 years. It's got a big old Chicago Bears symbol on the back. And whenever I wear it, people notice me. I wear it to gain the attention. I saw this guy wearing a Bears sweater. He came up to me. He goes, "Man, I saw you walk in. How come you didn't say nothing to me?" I don't know. I'm a shy guy. I'm a shy person. It's hard for me to break out of my shell. And I'm doing karaoke. And as I'm doing karaoke, I hear people say, "Man, he looks a little stiff up there. He looks a little tight. Doesn't he? He looks a little tight." So I'm hearing this stuff. I'm one of those people. If I had a tarot card that was made for myself, it'd be called the Observer. I'm the Observer. I can hear stuff from across the room. I'm one of those people. I can hear everything that's going on in the room. I'm observing. I'm watching. I'm observing. So I can hear this stuff even as I'm singing karaoke. I can hear people talk about me. It's kind of funny. But anyways, so I went into this night, like I said, not expecting anything. I started out at the bar because it's the easiest place to start out at, right? The bar is an everybody spot. You know, you go to the bar. I ordered myself a beer, and I don't like to drink. I don't drink any hard alcohol. It's not for me. So I ordered myself a light beer. Yeah, I drink the light beer, but that's all right. I'm not one of them heavy dark beer drinkers. You got these guys that are drinking Guinness. It's not for me, man. I'm not a craft brewery person. I don't like all the craft beer. It's a higher alcohol percentage, and it usually gives me a hangover that I don't want to deal with. I used to be a heavy alcoholic. From 21 to 25, 26, maybe 27, I didn't know how to stop drinking. One meant I was going to have 5, and it's something, boy, when I look back at that part of my life where when I was letting alcohol control my body, myself, letting alcohol control my spirit, those were dark times. And I've learned in life that you are your own God, okay? You have to realize that really, in life, you are the person who controls yourself. You can create life. You can take life. You're your own God, and you need to learn how to control your life. You see? You need to learn that these things like alcohol don't control your life. You need to control your life and realize that when you drink too much, you're really just letting yourself down. When you drink responsibly, I guarantee you're going to have more fun. You don't want to cross that line. Once you cross that line, any heavy drinker knows once you cross that line, you are actually making your night worse. And who wants to make their night worse? Right? Anyways, so I sat down at the bar, and the guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, how come you didn't say nothing to me? I saw your Bears jacket, Chicago Bears jacket." I don't know. I'm just a shy dude. So we started playing. I realized it's karaoke night. I went there kind of think it was karaoke night. I went there in the middle of, you go there and it was, the guy kept going from the recorded songs to karaoke. So I got there when the recorded songs were on. And I love being on stage. I love singing and making a fool of myself. It's so much fun to go up on stage and sing. I love doing it. And I just had a blast. And you know what? I went from the bar down to the tables. I eventually asked the guy, "Hey, can I just sit with you? I don't want to be here alone." You know what I mean? I hate going to the bar alone, but hey, when you're single and you're divorced after 12 years, hey, sometimes you're going to be doing some stuff alone. But because I made the effort to come out tonight, to go and do what I wanted to do tonight, I picked the thing that vibrated with me the most. And I'm looking for the things that raise my frequency because, after all, that's what I'm learning. I'm learning that is the secret to life, is raising your frequency and doing the things raising your vibration and doing the things that give you joy. So I simply weighed out those three things, and I thought to myself, what is my highest excitement in the moment? It's going to do karaoke, and that was a lot of fun. I had so much fun. I controlled my drinking. I didn't get so drunk I couldn't drive home. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow with a hangover. It's going to be great. You see, I'm controlling my life. I'm doing what I need to do to make my life what I want it to be and raise my frequency. And by the end of the night, I got invited to watch the game with this guy at a bar on Sunday. So it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. So I met somebody new. I wanted to meet a female. Of course, that's always my goal, is to meet a life partner. But no, just make friends. There's always room for another friend. Pick your friends wisely, right? Don't just make any old friend. You gotta, there's some people who are gonna let you down in life, and if people are not vibing at your level, drop them. If they're not understanding what you're saying, if they're not understanding what you're doing, don't put your time and energy into negative people. Don't put your time and energy on people who are bringing you down. Always stay true to yourself and do what you know is right. Make friends with the right people. If you got people who are bringing you down, take them down. Don't let them drag you down with them. You see, that's a huge aspect of life. See, I could have stayed home. I could have stayed home and watched a movie, some TV show, which would have been fine. Don't get me wrong. And if that was the choice that I made, then I would have made that moment. I would have made the staying at home, watching TV, watching a movie. I would have made that moment a very high, excitement moment. Right? I wouldn't have dulled down and said, "No, I'm going to stay at home and just be boring." I'm still going to entertain myself. But I said to myself, you know what? Most nights I stay home by myself, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. You don't need to be doing like super exciting high core stuff all the time. I don't need to always go out. There is some responsibility with money and going out to the bars, and I don't want to continuously do all these things because you're going to burn yourself out. There are some nights we're going and sitting at home, cozy on the couch, watching a bad movie is my highest excitement. There's moments when doing just the simplest thing can be my highest excitement, because sometimes I can't go out. Don't push yourself to be in an uncomfortable situation. Now, every now and then you do have to step out of your comfort zone, but you don't need to do it times 10. There's stepping slightly out of your comfort zone and going on a small adventure. So there's some people that are very, very introverted. Listen, don't overshoot the goal here, right? And there's some people who are very extroverted, where it's like, if that's what excites you, being extroverted, being the person, being the man in the spotlight, then do that. See, you have to be honest with yourself. Do you need to get out and explore more? Then get out and explore more, right? Don't be the homebody, stay at home, do nothing type. If you really look deep in your heart and you go, boy, I need to start, then go. Do that. And sometimes, occasionally, I have to remind myself that, like, hey, go out and explore, because I am a homebody type. So, but being a homebody type, being an introvert, sometimes my highest excitement, the thing that I vibrate the most with, is staying home and watching. I love watching dumb movies. The Muppet movie. I like watching positive, silly comedies because life is too hard. It's too stressful. So I don't always like watching the dramas. The sad. Give me a good comedy so I can sit down and relax and do the comedy thing. Anyways, so tonight was one of the nights where I truly put my new spirituality to the test. Where I had the idea that I wanted to go out. That was like the foundation. The foundation of it was go out, find something fun to do. Anything. Because I can't sit at home by myself and be boring again. That was kind of the thought. But I did think to myself, if I'm going to sit at home and be boring again, then I guess do something cool or exciting. But I don't know. But really, everything was pointing to go out. Everything was pointing to go out. Have some fun. I narrowed it down to 3 places. I was like, this one place is so comfortable. I don't want to go there because it's too much comfort. Every now and then, that is what I want. I want the comfort, and I say to myself, you know what? Let's just keep it simple and stick with the comfort bar. The one that I'm the regular at, the one that everyone knows me at, the one where the bartender knows my drink before I even walk in, That is sometimes my highest excitement is just being the guy, the regular, and being in a place where everyone knows me. Sometimes it feels so good just to have that feeling, and I'll go and do that. But tonight was one of those nights where I said to myself, go somewhere where you usually don't go. I've been to this bar once before, but I usually don't go to it. It was I got carded. That's how I know I don't go there very often. I get carded, and I met somebody. I met a potential new friend, and to me that's exciting. Now, I'm going to go into this with no expectations. Is this my newest best male friend? Could be. He seemed like a really cool guy. Will it maybe potentially lead to a girlfriend? What I'm really looking for is just some companionship, a partner, a life partner. Tonight was somebody's 10-year anniversary. Boy, that's exciting. I remember my 10-year anniversary of me and my ex-wife. We were together 12 years. It's a long time. And now I'm yearning. I'm yearning for that feeling of this. Have that feeling back. This is my person. I'm dating this person. I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my life. That type of thing. I'm craving it right now, and it hurts. Oh boy, does it hurt. These past relationships hurt, but I got out of it for a reason. It's too personal to go into any of the big details. It doesn't matter. It's my life, so I'm going to hold some of these details to myself. But realizing that if you're in a toxic relationship, get out of that toxic relationship. It just isn't worth it. Was mine and her relationship super toxic? Super toxic? No. Just enough where I think it was meant to be broken up. The relationship ran its course. Which is sad to say, because the marriage, I felt like we had a really good relationship, but it just kind of ran its course. It's why I don't believe in legal marriage anymore. Have your own personal vows together. Have your moment where you say, yes, I want to be your person for the rest of your, do those things. But the legal marriage, I don't believe it anymore. It was so tough. Because there are moments where a romantic relationship runs its course, and it's like, boy, you were together 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 years. Well, I hope that these moments don't come up to you where I hope that your long-term relationship doesn't run its course, but if it does, remember, you are trying to make the best you can be. Live in your universe. Live in that. Create a life, create a moment where you say, this is the best I can do. I am what I am. And if that's not good enough, then you can go away. Because as long as you're being you and you're being true to yourself, don't worry about it. The rest will take care of itself. Right? Be the best you can be, and you will slowly find that it just feels so good. It's so good to watch your life unravel before your eyes, right? Remember, there's two parts of your life. There's the physical reality, and there's the higher self, your spiritual self. Your soul or whatever is in the spiritual realm, and it is guiding you. Okay? Your highest self is guiding you towards being your best self. That is what it wants. Your soul wants you to be the best self it can be. That's all it wants. And that, my friends, is the secret to life. It's being the best you that you can be, doing the most with what you can, with what is available to you, which is important. It's an important step. Doing the most that you can, which is available to yourself in that moment. Okay? If it wasn't meant to be, then it wasn't meant to be. But try and sit down every single day, if you can, and take a little bit of time for yourself and think to yourself, how can I make this moment better? How can I be the best me I can be? How can I be searching for my highest excitement? Simply pick to yourself what is going to make this moment the best it can be, and that is what I'm going to do. It can be simple. It could be going for a walk. It could be taping a podcast, which is one of my highest excitements. I came home saying, look, I think I finally got this episode down in my head, and I was starting off originally trying to convince you of my new speciality, but really, I should just talk about it, right? If I talk about it with enough passion and tell you how I feel, because I'm becoming very passionate with my found spirituality. I love it. It feels good to think to myself that I have a little bit of a path in life. It feels good to think, and to kind of take the stance of we don't actually die. Our soul will live on forever. We will experience multiple past lives. There will be people that we run into multiple times in our lifetime. And in the physical reality, it will seem like a new and different, interesting person. But you will notice. Have you ever met somebody where you go, man, I feel like I've known you for years, but this was the first time meeting? It could be that this is this is somebody in your soul family. Keep in mind, it does not have to be a direct romantic relationship. It does not have to be a blood relationship, meaning like father-son, mother-daughter, whatever. It does not have to be a direct physical relationship for this person to be even a direct DNA thing. For this person to be your soul family. Your soul family might only be 2 or 3 individuals. It'll be a group of people that you kind of feel like you could never break up. You feel like you kind of understand each other, but realize that throughout life, throughout your physical world, throughout the time that you're living here on Earth, there will be times when you feel like, boy, me and this person just aren't getting along. You'll feel like me and this person are fighting a lot, this and that, that and this. But it will be a person that you recognize as, look, we have known each other for 10 years. It could have been thousands of years. But here we are right now, here in the now. Because technically there's no time. Okay? There's time because we live here on planet Earth. But what time is it? I'll say it a lot through this podcast. What time, what year is it on Mars? Okay, we don't know that. We don't have this set time like we do with Earth. Okay, so it's in our head, this linear path of time. When you have to realize that everything is happening past, present, and future is happening all right now at the same time. It might not feel like it because you're here only seeing this part of life. And if you want to see a different part of life, you have to learn how to fluctuate your frequency. Which is, of course, being the best you can be. Okay? Being the best you that you can be in that moment. With the resources and plans that are built in around you. Things that you've been looking at for years are now can be a source. It can be a intelligent discovery. And there will be moments where it's like, boy, that really makes sense to me. And it's going to click for you. It's going to be like, hey, I understand what I've been doing. I understand where I'm going, what I'm doing. I feel confident about that. Right? That's what being an NFL fan is. It's the ups and downs, the emotional roller coaster part of it. Being an NFL fan, not just a Bears fan. Bears fans have a little more angst than you think. But anyways, it don't matter. We're hoping for that. We're hoping for that win. You know, we're hoping for that top-notch player. You know, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Don't run from the truth. Okay? There are a bunch of people who would look at they would look at themselves and kind of think like, hey, they're coming to me for help on being pregnant, but I'm not pregnant. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't plan on having babies. So why are they continuously asking me for help? Well, there's a cry for help. Okay. And in my opinion, you should try and help them. If you feel like you can, if you feel like you know how, maybe if you don't think you know how, maybe you come up with some sort of creative solution. But honestly, if you ask for it, the information will come to help you out. In that moment, you have to live in that moment and realize that the universe will help you stay balanced if you ask it to. It might feel like everything's out of balance, out of whack, but it's because you won't believe in go with the flow. You're a human here on Earth, experiencing a human life situation, and hopefully that's good enough for you. And the idea would be that you are reaching some sort of enlightenment in your life if you keep having these experiences where what felt very comfortable is being your own person. Hey, you have a higher self, and you have a higher self, and you have physical reality to deal with. Yes, your highest self is going to guide you, but it can take a lot of energy talking to them. Sometimes they want to shut down too and just relax. it's never 1,000% accurate, anyways. But it feels good to be able to say, hey, I tried at this job. I try every day to do really good with this. And at the end of the day, you have to realize that that's what we are. We're struggling to be our own people. We're struggling to make our own identities. I'm hoping I meet somebody who has a good idea of who they want to be and who they are. And if not, they have a plan for moving on. Like, I want that type of relationship. But I have to be patient. I have to go with the flow. I can't force it to happen. If I force it to happen, something negative will happen to me to cancel it out anyways. So, there you have it. Anyways, I just wanted to make this quick podcast, share a little bit of story with you. It's nothing big. I just feel like you're going to enjoy my story, right? And hopefully you get some positive information out of it. And you use that positive information to help yourself out. Because after all, I would say this is my gift to you. It's making podcasts. You can hear me analyze Chicago Bears, the NFL, movies, all sorts of things. And hopefully you understand that... I'm sorry. This is an amateur podcast. I don't edit out all the yawns and stuff like that. Hopefully that you can realize that I am trying really hard to be a really good quarterback or a really good coach. But I see the flaws in the team. So it's been really hard for me to record Chicago Bears podcast because it's so hard to hear what's going on. I like to be able to hear it and watch it and see it, especially if I'm going to make commentary on it. Anyways, bear down. I'm sorry, this is this spiritual podcast. That's kind of funny. Instead of bear down, I'm going to leave you with this. Be the person that you are, okay? Don't try to be somebody that you're not. It's really, really important that you kind of follow that formula. Be you. Be who you are. Aim for the goals that you want to achieve. And you be you. You put time and energy into being yourself and being and listening to your highest self. And making smart decisions on something as simple as prepping for Subway sandwiches. That's what I work for. And it's tiring. It's tiring to think to yourself that I'm the one putting the most effort into work. But then when you really stop and look at it, the other people on this team are also putting a lot of time and effort into this job. And you have to somewhat just appreciate the time and effort that this team puts together. Because I don't know. It's hard to prep. It's hard to prep for this. And it just feels like that's what it is. Anyways, my name is David James, DJ Podcast. We're going to go out with the thunderstorm. I'm going to do the thunderstorm sounds here for you guys. I love it. Hopefully you enjoy my podcast. Until next time, have a great night.